Let's see how to configure radio button element. We will use radio button inside form element here. Drop form in canvas. In Properties panel, select a data table for the form element under Select Data Table. Now, let's drop radio button element inside form. In the Properties panel, first field is element ID. This is a unique ID given to each element which can be modified. This ID will be used to identify the screen elements when used in other modules. You can adjust X-axis and Y-axis of radio button field using X and Y coordinate fields. You can modify the width and height of element by changing value in width and height field. These four attributes can also be modified using cursor in screen canvas. Form field will have list of columns from selected data table in the form element. Choose a desired column from drop-down. External label is more like a title to the radio button field which populates automatically based on form field. If you don't want a label, you can uncheck this checkbox and the label will be removed. Here is where you can manually provide radio button options. You can also edit inputs of these placeholders and reuse. Label is the title displayed in radio button, and value is the value to be passed to the backend on selecting this radio button. You can also delete these and create new radio button options here, by entering label and value. Next is display type. Here, you can choose to display radio buttons horizontally or vertically. Under options, we have disabled and hidden options. When disabled checkbox is checked, end users will not be able to choose any radio button. When hidden checkbox is checked, radio button field will not be visible to end users on runtime. Let's style the radio button now. Click on selected color to choose a color that gets applied to the radio button, which users select on runtime. Click on background color to choose a color from palette. This color gets applied to radio buttons and its label. Under font family, you can choose desired font for label and radio button text. You can change font size by manually entering a value here. Click on font color field to change the default black font color. You can change font to italic from this field, and can change from normal font to bold here. Under text decoration, you can underline the label and radio button text. For the radio buttons and its label, border thickness can be provided in numbers in border thickness field. A desired border color can be selected using border color field. Moving on to Events section. When you click on plus symbol next to event, a configure event pop-up appears with event type and select event fields. On click event will be triggered on clicking the radio button element. On hover event will be triggered when hovered over this radio button element. Let's choose on click as an example. Choose an already created event that should be triggered under select event. If you have parameters in the added event, you must configure them before adding event. Here, you can edit or delete the added event. This is how you can configure radio button field.